All is good, beautiful people. Y'all, welcome back to another. In fact, the first episode of the new year. Y'all, welcome to another episode of the FTLG podcast. If you are still wondering what FTLG stands for, it means for the love of the game. And yeah, man, it's good to be back. First episode of the New Year's. I hope everyone did enjoy and have a Merry Christmas. And I'm wishing everyone, a happy New Year, a prosperous New Year, 2026, the year of blessings, success, grace. Ah, I'm still your boy Dio. I'm always going to be on the pod, live and direct. And as always, I have my co-host, I have my colleague, I have the man himself, the myth, the man of the moment, Mr. Dami.
Thank
How
you.
you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank God. Happy New Year to everyone. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Hopefully God surprises us this year with good things. But let's get into it.
No, before we go into footy, how did you spend the Christmas? How did you spend New Year's?
Nothing, bro. I stay at home. But it's good to chill sometimes. Just chill. You know,
Me, I was
you
in, me,
chill
I
before
was
the
in church.
chaos.
Oh. I was in church, you guys. I was in church. I went to worship God on New Year's Eve. Christmas. I think I was eating a lot. With a couple friends. I wish Damien was here, but he's far away. But yeah,
Me said
we
I wish I was there.
we celebrated Christmas and New Year's in different ways. But guys, the last time we left you with Premier League matches. I think we literally had discussed who was going to be the better striker for Arsenal between Gabriel Jesus and Gyökeres. And within those 2 weeks leading to this very moment as we record this pod, you best believe that football is, it's a thing of joy. It has given us a lot. A lot has happened in those weeks, in those past 2 weeks. A lot has happened. Like the most wonderful news happened to Chelsea fans. The results that Chelsea fans were getting over the past few weeks, or Premier League table shifted. Things happen, man. Things happen. And again, not because we are Chelsea fans, but it's actually a very controversial topic. Is literally the thing that has happened in Premier League. Is literally the most important thing that has happened in the past few weeks, and that's Enzo Maresca parting ways with Chelsea Football Club. It's been a tough blow. I literally fell in love with a manager after Thomas Tuchel, and somehow the leadership in Chelsea have taken that guy away from me. So I'm going to give them the floor. How does he feel about Chelsea parting ways with Maresca, Maresca parting ways with Chelsea? How do you feel about the team now? What do you think is the way forward for this team?
Oh, I won't lie. Chelsea's matter
Hmm.
has been making me very, very sad this last couple of
That
days.
that mean that means sad. That means sad.
No, like it's been a crazy couple of days. Like let's start from the top. Let's start from the top. We all know what happened. Chelsea had to sell their Roman Abramovich had to sell this club. We had Claire Lake and whoever people they came, they took over. And it's obvious these guys are amateurs to like having a football club because the way they've run it sometimes is quite it's just out of the norm. Like it's very weird to us football fans, even as Chelsea fans, it's weird to us. There are only few people that can still see some like green green flags in everything they've done or some positives in what they've done. When they first came and they sacked Thomas Tuchel, that was a
Mm.
unforgivable offense.
Ah,
Unforgivable offense.
I didn't eat.
This man won us the Champions League in the previous season. Um, Solid coach, like one of the world's best, and he was at his peak at that time.
Yeah, it was.
Came off the Champions League final with PSG where he narrowly lost. Next season went to Chelsea and won the Champions League final. I thought the next season was going to start challenging for the Premier League or challenging for another big trophy. And they went from Tuchel to Poch, which was a horrible idea from the start.
No,
Everybody
no,
that knows,
Tuchel to Potter, to Graham Potter.
bro, I actually even forgot about those guys. Him and Lampard, I forgot about them. They went
Yeah,
to
Potter
Potter.
Lampard took over at some point.
Yeah, Potter was. I mean, there's a difference between coaching for a Brighton and coaching for a Chelsea. It's so obvious. You are coaching for a high school team. There's a difference between coaching for a high school team and the expectations when you are coaching for a university team. Like the difference, there's so many
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
They brought Graham Potter from Brighton. At first, I was actually kind of optimistic because we know when Potter was in Brighton, they were punching above their weight. They were surprising people, and rightly so. They were up on the table.
Yeah.
This was a team that was mid-table relegation battle before. I think they got
Mm-hmm.
to the Premier League like how many seasons before that. But it was at first I was optimistic. He came and he didn't deliver.
At
And
all.
at all. And he can have a couple of excuses. He had a bloated squad at that time. The ownership were all over the place at that time. He, I can give him a couple excuses. They fired him and they brought in Lampard as a caretaker manager.
Yeah,
Horrible idea.
towards the end of the season.
Horrible idea.
I
Never should
mean,
have
we
done.
we 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 survived. We survived.
They should have never done that. Never, ever, ever done that. Because Lampard's first spell in Chelsea, we as Chelsea fans still have like a generally good feeling about it. That
Mm-hmm.
second spell, horrible. No good notes, nothing to say about that. But after that season ended, we expected them to bring some stability to the club. We expected them to bring a leader, somebody that understands the game, understands
Mm.
the Premier League, and in their own sense, I believe in their own mind, I think they tried to do that in bringing Potter. I mean, bringing Pochettino.
Yes, Pochettino, we had more issue.
Yes, but this is a man that had S- Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe on the same team. There was only one season in Messi's life where he has scored less than 20 goals. Go and look at who the coach was. Mauricio Pochettino. This guy had probably the best on paper attack the world has ever probably seen, to be honest. Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe.
Yeah.
What did they do? Absolutely nothing. This is the
But
guy.
but but I know well we want to attack Poch.
Yeah,
He did bring somewhat of a stability to Chelsea though. When he got hired. Like this season, the only reason why Poch did not make it into because I think Champions League was far fetched. We expected him to at least get Europa, which
yeah.
he did in terms of league table standing. But Manchester United won the FA Cup against Manchester City,
Hmm.
just projecting them into the Europa League
Yeah.
standings, getting them into that competition, and then we settle for Conference League. How did he bring stability? I don't like the guy in terms of his tactics. Like there were days where Enzo Fernandez was doing. Ah, God, I have a deep thing about Poch. Fernandez was the one pressing ahead of the striker.
Yeah.
Like we know his talents. Why is Enzo Fernandez pressing ahead of the striker? Like there are games like that. There are games where Levi Colwill was playing left back. Like
Yes.
he doesn't even have the pace to play as a centre back fully. You are talking about putting him as a full back
Yeah.
to bomb down the flanks. Like Pochettino made some stupid decisions. He gave us some good blockbusters. That was the game he had the 4-4 against
United.
sorry, City, yeah, against City.
City.
Against
Yeah.
City at Stamford Bridge. That was
Man U
the
5-4.
birth. Yeah, Man U 5 for the birth of Cole Palmer. Like
Yeah.
we could see that okay, we actually have a talent with us. He did develop some players here and there. Madueke came out of his shell a little bit. Caicedo, we started seeing more of him, even though he didn't utilize him well
Yeah.
in his first couple games. So he brings stability, right? But go on attacking him with having Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar.
Poch, I mean, I won't take it far from him. Poch did bring stability. I
Yeah,
mean, we finished was it fifth on the table of that season. Like
it was sixth. We finished sixth,
sixth, yeah.
and then
It wasn't really a bad season, to be honest. I just feel like we should have done more.
yeah.
Like we could have done a lot better that season if Poch wasn't doing these stupid things like Levi Colwyn as left back or stuff like that. Like if this was a world class manager that he had at that time, I don't know who was free. I can't remember who was free by that time, but anybody else, I feel like because Poch doesn't
Oh,
really
there were guys that were free. Negusman, Luis Enrique.
exactly.
Um, yeah, I
I
think
think even
those two were
Flick was
standout. Yeah,
yeah
Flick was somewhat free.
yeah
Was kind of free, but I think he was heading to. I think we were sure he was going to head to Barca, but those were like notable names that were free and could have joined Chelsea.
yeah. Like I feel like Poch tends to focus more on the motivational side of football. I mean, every coach is different in their own way. Some are more
Yeah,
tactical, some are more, but as Chelsea Football Club, what we need is a tactical coach, to be honest. We
yeah,
need a tactical coach that can instill like tactics that are going to win us games into the players. That's what we
hmm
need at the Chelsea Football Club.
hmm
Um, Poch got fired, and that was okay. I mean, I was very
I don't know.
happy to be
I
honest.
don't think was he fired or he parted ways as well.
I mean, with all these owners, you can never know whether they actually part ways or whether they were fired. But I mean, he did leave
He didn't.
Chelsea.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah,
continue his contract basically.
yeah, he did leave Chelsea, and then Enzo Maresca came in. And to be honest, I hadn't heard of him, hadn't seen him. All I knew was that he was Pep's assistant at
Mm.
Man City, and
And Leicester City's coach in
yeah,
Championship.
yeah. And then I went to go check the data of Leicester City, and at a point they were actually running away with championship. Like they were like 23 points ahead of um
Yeah, and
second team. Yeah,
they almost flunked it, and then
yeah,
he
and they
still
almost
came back
flunked
to
it.
it again. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was kind of skeptical about him, but he came in and you could tell he had a tactical identity. Like he had a tactical idea for the team. Um,
Yes.
sorry, Enzo. When Enzo first came in, I feel like even with injuries, we still had a couple of injuries at that time. I think Rich James was out. Lavia is always kind of out. Um,
Fofana.
yeah, Fofana. But he still brought some stability to the team. He still brought some stability to the team. He brought a tactical identity that just improving on where Poch was. We're good on counter attacks. We're good on transitional football. We tried to defend well. So it was good. It was good. And in his first season, he won the Conference League, got to fourth position in the Premier League, and then ended off the season with a great Club World Cup. My greatest shout outs to him. Like he really led the team up until his firing. Um, but yeah, which brings me to my point. Firing a coach mid-season, first day of the new year, team just had like horrible months. I wouldn't think that's the best idea, to be honest. Just me as a person.
The the sheer fact that these owners have not even considered the entirety of the season, not
Yes.
considered the plan in certain competitions we are in.
Hmm.
We are still in the Champions League. We have a semi-final against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup. We are just
Yes.
about to start the FA Cup. And for it to have gone in this direction is nothing short of disgraceful.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many words I can use to describe what had just happened with Maresca and like Todd Bowley, Beghard, Ebali, and co. Win Stanley. Is this Stewart? That is the other guy's
Yeah.
name.
Stewart, Lawrence
Like
Stewart.
clearly Capital Blue and Co. Blue.co. Is It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous because you've even like given us the foundation of where all this started from. You came in, you mentioned that you're not tactic, so you're not like in terms of relationships with Thomas Tuchel, you didn't
Mhm.
see it in that light. You let him go. Fine, no problem. He was fired. You brought in I don't know you, and you know what is crazy? They do this thing where because once you think about it, yeah, they have this idea in their head where we are looking for the next best thing.
Yeah,
Like all of us here can attest to the fact that when Graham Potter was leading Brighton, we're like, bruh, this guy is one of the coaches that is giving the likes of Man City, Arsenal,
yeah,
those guys a tough time.
yeah,
It's very difficult to go to their stadium to go and play. Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, it's not an easy thing to go and do when he was leading that Brighton side. So you could say that, okay, Brighton is a good team in that sense. And from the perspective of these owners hiring Graham Potter, you could see that they are trying to find that next, like as if they care about the club. We're
yeah,
trying to give you a coach that is good. We're trying to give you a coach that is, that is tactically sound.
yeah,
Somehow, the system you now created for him, you bought like 7, 8 players in January. You bought Badiashile, you bought Modric, you bought Caicedo, you bought Enzo Fernandez. Like you have just dumped players on one man, and he now has to chop and change.
yeah.
He has to figure out what is good, what is not good. The signings that we've not even figured out, we've not finished yet because Abino actually left us in a dead end. Left Kai Havertz, left since him when we had let go.
Yeah.
VH or somewhere around that mix, all that type of rubbish. You have
Hmm.
left that. You added Kanichuki Maker, you're just buying, buying, buying. It looks good because okay, Chelsea have money, but throwing money at players, next best talent, good or bad, we're sure buying something. You fired that guy. You brought in Lampard. Now the Mauricio Pochettino one was just who is in the market because everybody was not going to listen to you. Nobody. I think Enrique had laid out his demands.
Yeah.
They saw that this guy will give us a tough time. He said no. Enrique was not coming. Nagelsmann, I didn't even know what happened with that one. It was just back and forth. It was
I know
one day I'll
this.
hear Nagelsmann, yeah,
Yeah.
Nagelsmann is coming. Another day I'll hear he's not coming. One day he's coming. So
Even Flick, they spoke with Flick too. Hansi Flick.
yeah.
I know.
And it confuses you again because it goes back to that my point of like you are looking for the next best thing. So in a way, it looks like you care about the club,
Mhm.
but you have notable managers. We're talking about a coach that's still be Messi, Neymar, and Suarez has won the treble.
Yeah.
He was the second coach to win the treble in Barcelona
Yeah.
after Pep Guardiola. We're talking about a man that has led Spain semi-finals,
Yeah.
finals
Yeah.
in world football, and he's laying out demands of how he wants his team to play and what he's thinking in the future. And you are disagreeing because you are looking for a yes man.
And that actually leads me to my biggest problem with the ownership. Um, like you said, they're always looking for potential. They're always looking. They treat that's a problem. Like I see a problem when club owners treat football as a money making venture, like a money making business. Like football is a sport, is a lifestyle. Like I feel like people treat soccer as a especially European soccer as a sport, as a lifestyle. People go like they spend money with their families to go to stadiums to watch matches and everything. And when you treat it like a business model where okay, we get this player this year and then we can sell him in 2, 3 years off for a profit, it doesn't really do good for your football club, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it doesn't. It doesn't.
It doesn't help the football club. So them even bringing Maresca and then telling him, okay, he has to play certain players, he has to start certain players. Till today, I do not one of the most dumbfounding decisions the ownership has made ever since they bought this club was we needed a striker. We had our target set on Samu. Samu is 6'7", 6'6", tall guy, very pacey, can run channels. Looks like a good signing on paper. We didn't get Samu. We got Jao Felix. They brought Joao Felix back to the club for 40 something million, which is exactly how much it would have been to like sign Samu. We brought him to the club, and within it was like they brought him to the club. I can't remember whether it was January or whether it was the summer, but they brought him to the club, and by the next transfer window, he was out on loan. So, what is the point of bringing the players to the club? Like their transfer decisions, their transfer like the transfers they made, the new
Mm,
ownerships have made, diabolical.
it's bad.
Actually diabolical.
It's
I can
bad.
I can understand me personally. I can understand signing players young. Like I can
Mm,
understand signing players young. They grow up, they grow in the team, they become a better team, they have more experiences to get. I can understand that. But you sign five, six, seven players in the new transfer window. You give it, just like you said, you give it to the coach to work with, and the coach is you tell the coach you want this player to play, this player has to start. Like those kind of things. Me personally, I would never coach in that situation. Never ever coach in
it's
that.
bad. And moving forward, it reduces the enticement. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Enticement to Chelsea. Like,
Yeah,
coaches will be like, okay, it's Chelsea. I can come and coach at Chelsea. I'm not saying it's bigger than United or it's bigger than, but Chelsea is one of the big clubs in the world. Like this is like
yeah,
you call Chelsea with the likes of Madrid, Barca. You
yeah,
call Chelsea, Man, you Arsenal. Coaches are like, okay, I want to coach in this club. You you don't look at Chelsea and like, I want to go there. No, if they come going, I mean, you out to me and they're like, oh, like, we can't work with this. You don't even want to be there. You don't
yeah,
want to be there in the first place. You're just, it feels like you're even coming to come and manage the club. They don't come and manage the club. Like, oh, it's not even ideal for me because I know what you guys are. I know what you guys are capable of. So let me just come here and then I'll go somewhere else where the model makes sense. Because it's nothing short of, like you said, it's abysmal. It's
yeah.
ridiculous. You've just hired, for example, Enzo Fernandez has had 5 managers in how
Six,
many
yeah,
seasons has is it 6?
I
No,
think
he
it's
came
six.
under Potter. No, he started with Potter, Lampard, Pochettino, Maresca. Did he go with Tuchel? And now they are about to hire a new manager.
New manager, yeah.
I mean, I call him Reservoir, but they say his name is Rosno or something like that from
McCallum,
Strasbourg.
McCallum as is a manager apparently. That's the sixth person.
Oh yeah, that guy that managed us to defense. But
Yeah,
like this guy that we are about to hire, what in Enzo Fernandez has come to Chelsea, has mentioned how much he loves the club. It's not only about Enzo Fernandez, but that type of player, young age, at what point do we even give him stability? Or do they give him stability? And the list goes on. The list goes on. Like, this is Cole Palmer's third manager in 2 years for Chelsea. This is Caicedo's third manager in 2 years for Chelsea. Like, you just keep elongating the list of managers, of people that are coming to join the club. It's ridiculous.
yeah,
And somehow fans are the ones that have to suffer this. Like you are just it's a crime to even be a Chelsea fan because you are just hurt inside. You have an attachment, you support a manager, you feel like there's something we're building.
yeah,
Look at Arsenal, look at Pep City. Like you see what they've built, and you're thinking this is the next thing for my club,
yeah,
and it's not even the case.
yeah.
It's,
Like the first thing I said when I saw that news was Enzo Fernandez. Like this is a player that if Madrid should come, I'm pretty sure he will go because like stability is such an important thing in football too.
yeah.
Look at Klopp and his 5 years in Liverpool,
Mm.
very stable. Look at Pep and what he's done with City. Look at Ateta. Ateta has spent 5 seasons at Arsenal, and he hasn't won it.
57.
Is it five? Is it seven?
It's 7 without a Premier League trophy. Just put that out there. This year
Seven
might be their
without a
year though.
Premier League trophy.
This year might be their year though. So but let's
Yeah.
go on. Let's go on.
No, no, no. God forbid. But like, there's a certain thing that comes with stability. Having a stable coach, season in, season out. You know what the coach can do. You know what the coach is going to improve on. There is a plan. But at Chelsea, it never feels like there's a plan. And that's my problem with it. It never feels like there's a plan in Chelsea. The only plan that we know they have is that some players are going to go. we're going to sell some players for some
I
profit,
make profits.
and
Yeah,
so on and so forth. But
and we are raising the next best talent. Or is what it's called.
it's
We are
it's
developing the next best talent.
it's absolutely rubbish. And these players, you're not giving them stability, but yet you're locking them to 7 year contract, 6 year contract. So when they decide they want to go, they want to leave the club, and clubs are actually trying to buy them, but they're not within your valuation. What do you now do then? You have an unhappy, like, it will literally be another Isak situation at Chelsea. You have an
Yeah,
unhappy player that wants to leave to a bigger club. The bigger club does not want to pay the money you want them to pay.
yeah,
Players will stop coming to training. They'll stop doing this. They'll stop doing that. It just
yeah.
puts the next 2 3 years in Chelsea might be very funny because the club might be in a limbo. To be honest,
That was what I was even about to ask you. I don't want to say, like, we discussed their model, we discussed how ridiculous it is because, lack of stability. But what is it looking going forward for Chelsea, especially with, like, I mean, I'm not thinking as far as 2 3 years from now. I'm just saying based on the new manager that most likely will be hired today. Mind you guys, if you're listening to this, he's from Strasbourg in Ligue 1,
Liga, yeah,
from the French side. He's managed Derby County, Hull City. He's had his spell in Premier League. He's also like a follower of Pep, believes in his tactics. He's been on Sky Sports pundits trying to give his insights on various matches. Just just some notable things about the guy. If you're listening to this, but yeah, damn it. Back to it. What is it that you're expecting from him with him coming to Chelsea? Like, in a way, Maresca has put him in a good situation. He's not
yeah,
far off from top four. He's how many points? Liverpool have four. Chelsea have 31. So Liverpool have 34. Chelsea have 31. Liverpool is four. That's 3 points off the top four.
yeah.
He's in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. He's still in the Champions League. He's still about to start the FA Cup. The season going to an end. Like, what do you think you're going to get from him? And then overall, like, do you think if they continue with him going to the next season, what does the future hold? What do you think about the guy?
I mean, I've been following Strasbourg since when we signed them as a affiliate club.
Yeah,
He actually pulls his weight in Ligue 1. I know he has beaten PSG a couple times. Last
hmm,
season, he was so close to getting into I think either the Champions League or the Europa, but they're in the Conference League now, I
yeah,
believe. Yeah. So he's actually technically, like, on paper, he looks like a technically sound manager. Um and he did punch above his weight with Strasbourg last season, and
yeah,
ever since he has gotten there. He is in a good situation right now. Chelsea is still in all competitions. Like you said, we're a couple points off top four, so we can still challenge for Champions League spot. He's in a good position. Knowing the potential he has and his tactics, I believe it's still possible to at least get to top four. It's still possible to at least get to later stages in the
the
Carabao
Champions,
Cup, in
yeah.
Champions
No, the
League.
Carabao Cup is in the semi-final with
I mean,
Arsenal.
yeah, it's still possible to maybe get to the final, but
Yeah.
I mean, Arsenal fans
Well,
will,
one thing I know about him is not a timid coach. He's not a coach that, because now I'm coming here to pack the bus.
yeah,
I don't know what to expect from him tactically. Liam Rosenor.
Rosenor,
I
yeah,
hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I don't know what to expect from him tactically, but I do hear that he sets up his team in a yeah, at least he has a tactical identity. So he sets up his team in a good way, in a good tactical shape.
yeah,
So again, like you said, Maresca has put him in a situation where the ball is in his court for
yeah,
him to succeed. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect. It's another coach. I don't know what to expect from Maresca, but it's just what it is. And look at us, we fell in love with him.
yeah.
Now, do I think he's better than Maresca? No. Do I think he's tactically sound? Maybe. But I don't know what to expect. I don't know what Chelsea will end up looking like under this new manager once
No,
the deal
yeah.
is done.
Tactically, I don't think there will be like too drastic a tactical change. We're still going to play possessive football, possession based football. We're still going to be good on transitions, try to score
Yeah.
goals on transitions. I don't know
Yeah.
how good he is defensively, and I can't say how good he's going to be at Chelsea defensively because if there's one thing we know about Chelsea, the worst part right now is our defense. Our centre backs are always out. Wing backs kind of shuffle. Cucurella is out now, and that has actually kind of led to our poor run of forms. Cucurella is out. Um, if you always remember in previous episodes, I've said I feel like Jara Hato should be starting.
Mm.
This is why he should have been starting because Cucurella is out now, but he cannot play because he isn't up to speed yet. He isn't ready to be playing Premier League level football, and now we have to use Malo Gusto on the other wing. Um, you can never say how well we're going to be defensively. But
Mm.
Chelsea attacking are always going to be there. Um Almost highest number of goals in the league, almost highest number of chances created, all those stuff are always going to be there. Possession, same thing, but defensively. And that's the most important parts we need to actually work on though, is our
Yeah.
defensive side. Because
Yeah.
Chelsea will always score goals. Like in our
Mm.
past couple of matches, we've always scored goals, but the
Yeah.
defensive side, the defensive coordinations, defending set pieces, defending long throws, 2 goals from Bournemouth from long throws, like it's diabolical, absolutely diabolical. Like we need to improve our defensive side, and hopefully we'll be able to keep on progressing as the season goes on. To be honest,
Okay, fellas. To every Chelsea fan listening to this, including us recording this podcast right now, we wish you all the best.
yeah,
Take heart. Every match is going to be different. You might have your heart in your mouth, I don't know,
yeah,
but keep pushing because Chelsea is the club that we love. Let's see what it might look like for us this season. They
yeah,
see a lot more matches to be played. They see a lot of opportunities for us to get back into speed, get back to speed,
yeah.
get back to the top for win something tangible. So let's see. Well, that's it on you know, that controversial issue, that topic. Now let's go to the run of fixtures. We've had some games here and there, and today we had Manchester City versus Chelsea at the Etihad. And we're just going to quickly analyze some run of fixtures before we dive in. What were you expecting from that Chelsea City match? Because I honestly thought we were going to be battered. I thought maybe Chelsea would have taken like a 3-4-0 beating. Um, but I was very surprised with the energy from the boys. They didn't honestly give up in that sense. They didn't, let the situation really affect them. Like it's something that should affect them, but it wasn't a thing of it's the end of the world, let's not come out to play. Tactically from the interim manager for Callum McFlair, I don't know his name, I honestly can't remember his name. But tactically from his side, I think he did a very good job because first of all, his substitutions were very good. Bringing in Delap, knowing when to bring in Delap was very, very, vital in today's game. He's switch up from a midfield two to a midfield three because it hurts me, but Estaval, I'm of the opinion that Estaval, Palmer, Enzo cannot play at the same
Play
time.
together,
You have
yeah.
to you have to find a way to drop one. And sometimes Enzo might be at the losing end if you want to go full out attack. And Estaval might be at the full losing end if you want to just be a little more conservative. Because Palmer, everybody's, we know what Palmer's talent is. Although I'm going to start having um
Shaky thoughts
conversations
on
about
Palmer.
this guy, especially against the big six. I'm a Chelsea fan, but
Not really against the big.
his performance today was nothing short of stupid. Like I can go on here and say, oh, he was injured. I can go and say, yeah, he's not up to form. Bro, you are losing the ball. You are not even able to make a pass. You avoid your players because you are trying. I don't know what you see and how you see it, but it's ridiculous. I know Palmer has to function with an overlapping fullback, but bro, you have Esther Val on
Mm-hmm,
your right
mm-hmm,
side and you are still playing from that right hand side, Loki. It's like it's two of you on that side.
mm-hmm.
start having uncomfortable conversation about Palmer. But let's even go back to the fact the subs, like switching from a midfield to taking Estaval and then playing with like Rich
Andrew
James,
Santos.
Santos, and then Enzo Fernandez on the pitch. He switched from Arching Pong to bringing Ato. Just those tactical changes, moving Gusto back to right back. Was very good. Was very good. He kept Chelsea in the game. Um, bit of magic, a little bit of magic, a little bit of trickery
Luck.
from Malo Gusto.
Mhm.
Malo Gusto on the flanks, crossed it in. Enzo Fernandez, my guy, my proper Chelsea, my day one. Okay, Enzo, if you are watching this, they can never make me hate you.
You can
Okay,
never,
Enzo.
bro.
Enzo, no matter what goes on, I know how important you are to that Chelsea
Galactical,
side.
bro.
And I understand that you're not even playing a position that you want to play.
Mhm.
And so you know what you are. You are a deep line playmaker. You are not a box to box. You are not a box crasher. It's not your football. They are forcing you to do that, and you are still putting your best. So I respect you. Okay? So they can never make me hate you. Now,
Galactical.
and was a good like from the coach's perspective, like was a good tactical setup, good push on the players to get that one goal, to get the equalizer. I would say I'm more disappointed in City. Don't you feel the same? Like it's an opportunity to batter a team that is demoralized, that is losing, you know, a lot of strength, mentality, everything. Like, but why did City not capitalize on this?
Um, so we actually have to give a shout out to McFarlane. I think that's his name.
Let me
He
check.
Yeah, when we started the match, I was scared. City were
Yeah,
out to get us. But he set us up in a 5-2-3 defensive shape, mid block. And it was actually working. It was actually working. There were a lot of bozo moments in the first half. A lot of bozo moments. Haaland hit the bar, people doing whatever they wanted to do. Like once they scored that first goal, I actually stopped watching the match, to be honest. I was so pissed. I thought it was going to be a bashing.
yeah.
Um, but that's one thing about that's one thing I'm starting to realize about positional football, to be honest. The way Pep plays, the way if you can set up your team good 5-2-3, good 5-2, 5-2, good 5-2-3, good 5-3-2. If you can set up your team well, then you can actually get a point from these guys. Because we didn't do anything that made us deserve a point today. We didn't do any like we lost the ball more times than I've seen as a Chelsea fan today than any other match. We lost the ball so many times. Chaloba probably had like 1,000 clearances today. Like we didn't do
Ah,
anything to.
speaking of that corporate, Chaloba. It's Chelsea. Chaloba is Chelsea's worst defender. I don't care what anybody else tell me. Chaloba is Chelsea's worst defender. That's his stage for another development team.
Yeah, like probably had 1,000 clearances. We struggled. We struggled, but that's one thing I've started to notice is very important. It's a growing trend in the Premier League. Teams get battered in the first half, their coaches go in, give a couple changes, give a couple more ideas to the players. The players come out for the second half and it's a different game. Like
Mm-hmm.
look at the Chelsea Aston Villa game. Um there's so many games where Maresca has made subs in the second half and he subs maybe this is not the first time they subbed Destaval off in the start of the
Yeah,
second half,
yeah.
and yeah. So that's a growing trend in the Premier League where managers are starting to use the second half to change stuff tactically and maybe get goals or stuff. But overall, the result was a steal for Chelsea. I won't even lie to you. City should have won that match on all standards. Um, but City, to be honest, cannot. Um, I don't like looking at their lineup, looking at the way they played. I think it's weird for them. Like they had Bernardo Silva on the pitch, Foden, Ryan's, and Ryan Checky at the same time. Like those four are very creative players, very tactically sound players. But playing all of them together is just it's a lot of mumble. You felt like a lot of mumbling between them, and yeah, I don't know why they didn't score more goals. To be honest, like I said,
Exactly.
I did not watch the second half because I thought they were going to batter us. And my heart is fragile right now. It's a new year. It's a new year. I can't be taking heartbreaks like this.
Hey, shooting
But
on those Chelsea fans.
yeah, so shout outs for the result. I mean, 1-1 is not a bad score.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's hopefully we can keep on working from there and getting more, because that defensive shape we took up today, I never want to see it in Chelsea again. I never want to see it in Chelsea again. We should never be defending that low against any team, bro. With the level of players we have, with the level of talent we have, with the amount of money we spent on our squad,
Hmm.
because that was that like that the tactics today was like a Wolves versus City. Like you just sit back and hope that they do not score today. I never want to see it again, please.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, Not too much to add, to be honest. I think City should have done better. I think um knowing what is at stake, catching up to Arsenal.
Yeah.
If they had won, there'll be 4 points. And now I think they are 6 points off, you know, off Arsenal. So they should have done better. They should have tried a little better to
Yeah,
capitalize
to
on
win.
this opportunity against Chelsea. Um
6 points
big
isn't too bad.
Yeah, I just think
Six,
in
seven
as much
points.
like they're a good team. City is a good team. Just I think Pep still has to come up with some tactical tweaks if things are not working well for Haaland. What's the way forward? I mean, you should have gotten a goal today. You see that finesse that hit the bar.
Yeah.
But, but again, if things are not working for Haaland, it didn't work for him against Sunderland. It didn't work for him again today. In that sense, he did have like spells where he would link up play, but nothing substantial to create a goal threat to Chelsea.
Yeah.
So I think Pep needs to figure out a way to, you know,
But I mean, one thing about Haaland is that he will always score goals. This guy has like 17 or 19 goals. I don't know how many goals it is right now. But he has the difference between him and the second position on goals is different. He's
yeah,
different. Like,
yeah. He has 38 goals already
yeah,
in this
like
season. So
he's
like Premier League and for country.
he's a menace. He's a menace. So like it's just about putting him in situations where he would thrive. Like,
Yeah.
and that was everyone. We're always talking about me and you. We're always talking about Checky and Pep and how Pep has to build the system around him. Pep has to
Hmm.
build the system around Haaland too, because if somebody is scoring 90% of your goals at one point in the season, like
Yeah.
you have to put him in situations where he will flourish. But yeah,
True. True. But yeah, well, good match from both sides. Nice match, 1-1. Another run of fixtures that we had. We had Arsenal versus Bournemouth, 3-2
true.
win. Three
Very
two win.
interesting.
Um how was the performance from Arsenal? And sir, once again I put it to you. I think I ask you this almost every episode now. Is this their year? Is this their
um,
season? Is it time to let go of the hatred that you have for Arsenal Football Club and agree that this is the season?
See,
No.
until that last match, when I see them carrying the trophy, I'm not going to believe they're going to win it. Why? Because even in this match we're about to talk about, it's still the
Mm.
same thing. Arsenal scoring from corners, and I don't have a problem with
But
that.
they didn't score from corner in this game now.
No, no, no. It's not Declan Rice. I thought he scored from a corner.
No, you see, you need to do better. You need to stop
No, I
hating
thought I
on
thought
this
their
club.
third goal was actually from a corner though. Maybe I
Third
saw
goal,
it.
I actually don't know how they scored their third goal. Let me not lie. First goal was Madrid, a bit of
Yeah,
brilliant spell from
brilliant one from
Madueke.
Madueke. Brilliant one
Yeah,
from
and then
Madueke.
he put the ball in the box. Gabriel scored.
Yeah,
Second goal was a
Rice.
situation where I think Odegaard had passed to Martinelli. Somebody got to Gyökeres, went back to Barcelona, and then they set the ball up for Declan Rice and put the ball in the back of the net. 2-1. Declan Rice scored again 3-1. I can't
Yeah.
remember how. And then the Bournemouth goal was like a guy who shot, making it 3-2. So it's not they're not doing corners. You need to stop these corners.
No, no, no.
They
So
are
like,
they are having bits of play and they are trying to create chances. They are looking for goals. This your hatred, man. You need to stop.
wait. So my problem with corners, like I've said it in previous episodes. My problem with corners is obviously even Chelsea has I think from start of the season Chelsea has scored the most goals from set pieces. It's
Yeah.
fine. Like it's fine. There's no problem with corners. My problem is you cannot go and win the league by scoring goals from corners. That's my own problem with the entire Arsenal.
That means they'll win this league while you'll stop.
Wait. See, and you know it's Arsenal though. It's Arsenal. They have bottling tendencies.
They'll
So
win this thing while you'll
nah,
stop.
nah, 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 nah. Until I see them carry that trophy, I won't believe it, bro. Until I see it,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
just like Spurs when it was their season, bro. Until they actually carry that trophy, I won't say.
Arsenal fans,
I won't
make
say. But
sure.
they did play a good match. It was a great match. They played a great match. I watched the highlights. Great match, great result. Madueke he's looking better than he did at Chelsea. I won't even lie to you.
Oh, we're looking very, very, very good. Very
Yeah,
massively improved.
yeah.
Massively improved.
Madueke is looking good. And you know the thing I admire the most about Arsenal is okay, Saliba is not playing. They have Mosquera to come in, or they have Inakapi to come in, or
Yeah.
somebody's injured now. Like their squad is finally complete, where they don't have any excuse to say, okay, we didn't win the league because Saliba got injured, or we didn't win the league because Saka got injured. Like their squad
Yeah.
is like complete now.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Until I see this season where they're carrying the trophy, I will not believe it. Because I still know Arsenal.
But yeah, this your hatred is becoming a
Yes.
lot. But
He
still,
hates.
we'll come back to that. But nice one of fixtures. They're able to also demolish Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Same way Aston Villa demolished them in their home stadium. Aston Villa came to the Emirates, 4-0 win. Killing, 4-1. Oli Watkins scored,
Forward.
but
Yeah.
killing performance. So shout out to Arsenal. Kudos to them. Kudos to Arteta on his tactical setup. Kudos to Arsenal. To Arteta on also utilizing his team properly, especially with the injuries he had with Saliba and Gabriel, with Madueke, with Saka, and then
Yeah.
Madueke coming back with Trossard. It's been impressive from Arsenal. I do think that this is their year, but hey, let me continue to be pessimistic than optimistic.
Mm.
We also had Liverpool. We had Liverpool today. They drew 2-2 against Fulham.
Yeah.
They also won during the week, like last week.
Yeah.
Um Liverpool,
Did
same
they
old
win?
story.
I think it
Yeah, I
was like
think
1-1 against Wolves.
no, they beat Wolves. Florian got his first Premier League one. He scored against today, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they beat Wolves.
Controversial goal
Um,
today.
I don't you I just a hater, but still for
No,
another day.
like it was offside. This they said VAR was meant to have called it as offside, but
Oh,
yeah.
I honestly I've not even watched the highlights. But um again with Liverpool, I think we know what to expect. Some days they are cold, sometimes they are hot, they're all over the place. I don't think Ancelotti is still the best fit for them. But however, he's fourth position on the table right now as compared to where they were before, especially when they were losing a lot. So
Yeah.
kudos to Liverpool, kudos to Liverpool. There's no situation where I think they really challenge for anything. If it's anything, they just remain in their top four. And that in itself might be a challenge because they see people that want those top four positions
Yeah.
and then they're still in Champions League. They're no longer in the Carabao, so they just focus on Premier League and FA Cup and in Champions League. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't work out, there's nothing I can say. I don't know what you think about Liverpool.
Yeah.
You think it's hope for them?
I think they can definitely make it to one of the top four positions. Um, that is going to call me a hater for this, but I don't see Aston Villa ending up in the top four. I see them ending up in top five, but I don't see them
Hey
ending up in the top four.
God, God. You know
Wait,
what? Give me
nah.
your reason. Give me your reasoning because um the reason why
I hope.
everyone listening to this right now, the reason why Dami is saying this, because when we did our Premier League predictions,
Mm-hmm,
um again, I'm not saying everything is accurate, but there was a team I mentioned in top four, and that was Aston Villa.
mm-hmm,
I really do think Aston Villa has the capabilities, they are solid, they have a coach that is not like a title winner. He's a let me fight for a top four, top three position type of coach. Let
mm-hmm.
me go and win the Europa League type of coach. Let me go and win the Conference League type of coach. So I did say Aston Villa is going to be part of the top four, but Dami doesn't think so. Dami, any thought process for we move on?
Now, I'll tell you why I don't think so. It's the same reason I said for. I mean, not the same reason I said for Nottingham Forest last season, but Aston Villa are a good team, great team.
Yeah,
I love their team. Morgan
yeah,
Rogers, Oli Watkins, Amadou Onana. Like it's a great team.
yeah,
But in the Premier League, and this is exactly what I was saying about Arteta, he has his full squad where if one player is injured, he can slot in a good player that is going to deliver a good match. Aston Villa, they have a good squad by name. Oh. You see Jadon Sancho, you see um I mean Oli Watkins, Morgan Rogers, all of them.
yeah,
See exactly what happened for the Arsenal match. Against Chelsea, they brought Amadou Onana in as a sub. He played a couple of minutes, had a great game. Literally, the reason him, Oli Watkins, and Jadon Sancho were literally the reason why they won that match against us from
yeah,
the back.
yeah,
He got injured the next game against
yeah,
Arsenal. Look at
yeah,
their performance against Arsenal, 4-0. Like
yeah.
there are some teams that if one or two injuries happen, it's done, it's wraps. Chelsea, Kopama got injured that time. We were still able to like push it, push it, push it. We managed. I mean, he was injured. He was playing sometimes. We're managing it. We still pushed it over the line. There are some teams that I do not believe can push you over the line when key players or one or two players get injured.
And
It's
you
like,
think that's Aston Villa?
yeah, I think it's Aston Villa, especially
Hmm.
with the run of fixtures. Aston Villa are in
Third.
they're third. They're
Yes.
in an European competition. I don't know. Conference
Conference League.
is it Conference League?
Yeah, they're in Conference League this year. No,
Okay,
wait, too.
actually,
We Conference League or Europa?
because if they're in the Conference League, then the load is going to be lighter for sure, and maybe they can actually push it to like fourth position. But if it's in
Okay.
Europa, they're in a big competition where they're going to be fighting other names, other big name teams that are trying to do the same thing they are doing. So like when the load gets heavier, like there are some teams that cannot sustain that pressure. And I believe Aston Villa is one of them. Like, imagine if Emi Martinez gets injured in Aston Villa right now. Imagine if he gets injured. Or imagine if he has an injury that just keeps him out for like 1 month. They're going to be chopping goals, bro. They're going to be chopping
Hmm.
goals.
Okay. Okay. I see you. I see you.
Like, I'm just trying to predict
Yeah,
based
I understand.
on their load, on the amount of fixtures they are playing, based on the quality of teams they are playing. Like Chelsea, last season we're playing the Conference League. Everything was soft. We're playing against Gravala, Schmama, or something. We can use our like B team. We can start our B team and everything. But when you're playing against higher quality teams, and I will give him a shout out though. Unai Emery has been great coaching. That entire sitting back and then
Yeah.
allowing teams to pressure. That's exactly how I would coach December, to be honest, as a coach. Because December is the time where I feel like players get injured the most in the Premier League.
Yeah. Yeah.
The workload is crazy, festive period and everything. Everything is back to back.
Yeah.
But him sitting back, him allowing other teams pressure, and then attacking them on the counter attack. That was a great strategy this December. Great strategy
It
this December.
worked, and it worked, and it
Yeah.
worked. But we went from talking about if Liverpool would survive, make it to top four, what they have coming, to talking
So
about if Aston Villa is not going to make it or make it. So now
so
it's Liverpool. Let's like with Liverpool's run of fixtures over the
yeah.
past, like Boxing Day games, 27, 28, and then January 1st games. What Liverpool have been playing? How have they been? Like, not even how have they been. Is it a situation where there's hope, there's belief that like tactically can they make it into the top four or not?
I mean, definitely when you are coach of Liverpool, your fans expect you to get to top four by force by fire.
Yeah.
So I do believe Liverpool are only they're going to get better. Maybe they're not going to be winning 3-0 every match. But I mean that's never been Liverpool since Slot took over. But I think they're going to get better. Players are going
And
to come back. Isak, others, they're going to come back. They're going to have a better squad than what they have right now. One night we're talking about United. United is a bit on and off, a bit cold and hot.
yeah, well, we're going to get to them. We're going to get to them. Just more. Where's Liverpool standing right? Like,
Yeah,
what do you think about Liverpool in the past couple game weeks?
we know the first two teams, Arsenal and Man City, they're already locked in their own battle. The next teams are Liverpool, Aston Villa, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man U. Those four competing for two spots, maybe three spots. We know that the fifth place now has a chance to get to the Champions League if
Yeah.
if they win. So those four clubs competing for three spots, and with Sunderland too. Sunderland is actually pretty close too, if I remember well.
Yeah, they are one of the teams. Like, they are
Yeah,
now above Bournemouth, they are above Spurs, they are
yeah.
above Crystal
Brighton.
Palace. Crystal
Yeah,
Palace has dropped drastically. Like, a lot has happened in the world of football, man. A
yeah.
lot. And
My better of this festive period, shall I tell you what it has been? The
yeah,
goals, the quality of goals we've seen in the Premier League have been crazy. The Fulham, the
yeah, like the
Puerto
Fulham
Rico,
equalizer
yeah,
today.
that
Yeah, that
was
was that was nice. That was
yeah.
mental.
But yeah, I just feel like there are like too many clubs fighting for three positions, and if injury should affect all of those teams, Aston Villa might be out.
Okay. Let's see what.
Last thing, we even see United playing teenagers now, bro. Like that's how much squad is important to actually going the full way
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
in the Premier League.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Think that's about it on Premier League. On our fixtures, we did also have United, but I'm very sure you've mentioned United in between all that. But United did. Guys, United lost. No, not they didn't lose, but I feel like it's like a loss. They drew to Wolves.
Yeah.
At the time when United was playing Wolves, they had 2 points. Today, Wolves have 6 points. You know why? Because United had to draw against them to give them 1 point. And I don't know what is going on with Ruben Amorim and his mighty Reds. I genuinely don't think, like, I think United fans, a lot of them have agreed to sacking him. I don't know what the game plan is. I don't know what it is. I know he has lost some players to Cup of Nations. Bruno Umbuemo. Sorry, not Bruno. Cheers. Ahmad Umbuemo. So important players, Manchester United. They are not yet in the African Cup of Nations. But he's still he's still unsure. Like, I know he wants to play that back five, that 3-4-3 or he three. Like, but he just always feels like he's unsure what he wants to do. He's unsure about his tactics. He's unsure, like, and he has the confidence of a Jose Mourinho, but the performances of a Graham Potter, of a Son Dyche, those type of things.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Ruben Amorim is a great fit for a top six club. I think he should be managing like a Crystal Palace, a Bournemouth type of team, where he's very experimental. because if he continues to experiment with this United side, and mind you, they are fifth. Kudos to them. Shout outs to him. Somehow he has
Sixth.
dug deep. Six. Oh yeah, Chelsea. Yeah, he has dug deep for results, and he has been able to come out with some results here and there to be in top six. So shout outs to him. But I'm still of the opinion, and I think a lot of United fans are of the opinion that he should be fired. Somehow that guy outlived Maresca. Hey God,
Yeah, I
he
think
outlived Maresca.
Amorim's problem is probably like more personnel, to be honest. More personnel.
No, it's like we keep acting like personnel is going to
Wait.
change the way this guy builds up. It's going to change. This guy, like, we both can agree. You've mentioned this. You hate coaches that
I'm
is
too
like
stubborn.
they don't want to. Yeah, you've mentioned you hate
Yeah.
coaches that are
Yeah.
stubborn. They don't want to make a change when something is not working.
Hmm.
And that is Ruben Amorim. Like,
It is.
if he's bro, you drew to who they play Leeds
Leeds,
1-1.
yeah.
You drew to Wolves. I don't think you are understanding.
Those are like bottom three teams.
When Wolves was playing United, Wolves was on 2 points in 18 games. Or is it 19 games? 2 points. Chelsea, don't give them. They collect. City, they collect. Arsenal, they collect. Liverpool, we no good. They collect. Wait again. Spurs, that is not even top six. They gave them. How I'm sorry, I can't even give him the excuse of there's no Umbremo, there's no Ahmad, you have lost players. Those are okay, that's two players. You still have Bruno, you have
Hmm.
Cunha. You are drawing
Is it Bruno
to
injured?
Oh, Bruno is injured, yeah. But you are drawing to Wolves and you are playing 1-1 with Leeds. Fair enough. Fair enough.
No, like Amorim has had some diabolical results. His entire like stats as a United coach has been abysmal.
I think he had
Absolutely,
how many percent win? Is it 6%? 4%? I don't even know how many percentage
it's horrible,
for his
horrible.
win rates.
Yeah, but like
Sad. It's sad.
to be honest, Man U, I've always said it. Man U, the way Man U play is counter. It's transitional too. They should stop all this possession that they are trying to do. Get back to the count. Like think about those days. You'd watch Ronaldo, you watch Rooney, you watch Nani. Once they get the ball, they can take it from their end of the post to the other side. Scholes will give a long pass. Like that's the Man U we know. They're very direct. They're very.
Mm.
It's literally the same way Madrid play. Like very direct, very straight to the point. All this Amorim ball and he needs to stop it. Like, bro, use use
Bad, bro. It's
use the players
bad.
you have. Like, bro has Sesko, he has Zexi, he has all of them.
No,
All of
no,
them are
no.
there.
He has 9.5. Don't call Lexi where we call him
Who?
9.5.
Oh
Okay?
Lord,
I mean 9.5. That's what he said. I mean 9.5. Okay?
he has all of them, but it's not still like we haven't seen any like Sesko. They bought it for like how many millions this past season. We haven't seen him do anything. Like,
And you might think Sesko is like some people might think, oh yeah, the crop of strikers we have right now, which is actually true. Crop of strikers are bad.
yeah, no, for
Delap,
sure.
Tog, Goikores can only operate when there is space.
Mm-hmm.
Sesko, wow. The crop of strikers are bad. But with Sesko, yeah, I actually think he's a good player. I don't think
Yeah,
Sesko is bad.
he has all the attributes of a
That's the tangibles of
yeah,
a striker.
of a striker, of a top striker.
But
Let's
the
just say.
problem is Amorim's mighty Reds setup limits the ability of a striker to even be shining. And when I'm ready, see, I'm sorry this podcast, like we don't take it that long. We're coming to an end. When it's time, I'm going to have the most uncomfortable conversations about Bruno Fernandes.
Oh,
There's this thing of he's the is like after KDB is Bruno. Bruno is oh yeah, creator, chance creator. He's the best creator in the league. Bruno is the heartbeat of United. I'm not disagreeing. He's your captain.
Yeah.
He's a good player. Bruno is talented.
Yeah.
But once you people figure out that sometimes he hinders your offensive ability, he hinders your offensive progress, he hinders you offensively, he limits the ability for a striker to shine.
Mm-hmm.
In 5 years, and if anybody thinks this is a lie, go and fact check this. In 5 years, Bruno has assisted a striker 19 times. 19 times.
Mm-hmm.
And that 19 is inflated. You know why? Because out of the 19, Ronaldo has taken 7 or 8. You know why? Everybody was passing to Ronaldo.
Yeah.
It's not even a thing of
When he was back in
who
mind.
else, who else are you going to give the ball to? Genuinely. Who else are you going to give the ball to? But if you played as a 9, I'm not talking about the season where they had even good 9s. Oh, well, he had Cavani, he had Ronaldo. If you just play as a 9, you lose the ability to see chances because you just have Bruno Fernandes playing behind. It's not a lie. And everybody, there's this thing of, oh, but he passes to Ghana to he's wasting chance. He passed. I'm not disagreeing. Okay, I understand. He has passed to Rashford. He has I understand. But if you are a striker in a team and they've like you come to a team and you're like, oh yeah, oh I don't, bro, you're not going to see the ball, not from your camp. We can say we the caliber of strikers. KDB, regardless who he has had, Aguero, I don't care. The ball always gets to the 9.
Yeah.
And it's not even it's not even a thing of always gets to the 9. He will shout, okay, he has Sterling, he has Sani, he distributes the ball to them as well when they are in good situations to get goals.
Yeah.
Because the ball always gets to your 9. What is a striker's currency? Goals.
Yes.
In fact, Bruno, in 5 years, you have assisted your number 9. You've had Cavani, you have Ronaldo, you have Højlund, you've had 9.5. Now you have Sesko. You have only assisted those crop of players 19 times. I'm
How
not
many?
uncomfortable.
How many
He
assists?
has,
He has a lot of
Bruno
assists.
has a lot of work. You guys don't get to see. It's Bruno, and anybody can code this. Go and take Sporting Lisbon too. When Bruno, they used to I can't remember the name of the striker before Bruno joined the team. When Bruno became like a focal point in their attack, like, oh yeah, he's like one of our top players. When he joined the team, the striker's numbers reduced. His numbers drastically reduced. Bruno's first thoughts, and I'm not saying his first thought is always good. Look down the flanks. Look down the flanks. Because that's what he's giving.
Or shoot.
If you are,
Or shoot
yeah,
straight up.
or like, and he trusts his ability. But if you are a striker, your currency is goals. You want to have your best friend is your number 10. Let's forget who is on the left wing, who is on the right wing, because left wing and right wing, they are the ones that talk. So football it has its principles.
Mm-hmm.
Pull back, the left back likes the left winger, the right back likes the right winger. Left winger, right winger, they understand. Oh, I can swing it to you. There's an
Yeah.
in swinger. I've seen you. If my striker goes, I can give it to you. You have a direct shot. And
Yeah.
there's principles in football.
Mm-hmm.
The number 9, his best friend is who? His striker. He's calm.
They come.
The
Yeah.
calm. The
Person that
best
creates
friend is
chances.
a striker. Because I know that if all fails, my guy is at the back now, he can go drop for me.
Mm-hmm.
They can't Lampard and Drogba.
Jogwa, yeah.
Messi and who else?
So
Suarez.
many people. So many people.
Ronaldo and Ozil.
Yeah.
They can continue the story. It is a known fact that this is the truth. Somehow, you're telling me that in 5 years, you have assisted your strikers 19 times. And you are one of the best creators in the league. You are one of the best cams in the league. No problem. I'm going to have uncomfortable conversations once it's time. But for now, all the best to United and the fans.
I
Okay?
mean, bro is literally talking about he could have left, he could have gone to Saudi.
It should
And
go. It should go.
my problem with Bruno is that he's just so whiny, bro. Like you're the
Yeah.
captain, you're meant to carry your team on your back. You're meant to motivate. You're not meant to be the one that is whining and running to the referee and crying. Like, bro, like jazz
Now
up.
Bruno is he needs to do better, but again, like I'm still number one problem is always Amorim. I'm just trying to have an uncomfortable conversation with Bruno Fernandez. Kopama, I'm also looking at you too. I'm a Chelsea fan, but
No,
Kopama,
nah, for real.
Bukayo Saka, I'm coming for you too. Martin Odegaard, I'll be there. Yoikores, I have your time. Who else is there that I'm going to wound a lot of people with this because you people are shit. You are bad. You are terrible.
The quality of players in the Premier League, it feels like it has dropped a lot.
The quality of nines dropped, the quality of tens dropped, the quality of wingers
Even,
dropped,
even the quality
quality
of
of centre back
defenders, yes, the quality
dropped.
of defender has dropped.
Sometimes I'll be watching Chelsea, my best player is Robert Sanchez. I'm watching Arsenal, their best player is Raya. I
Right,
have
be
Saka
good,
on,
bro.
I have
Yeah,
Saka on the pitch. I have Odegaard on the pitch. Odegaard, that one is allergic to passing forward. Odegaard will turn his body to pass it to Saka. Saka that is limited. That there's only two men on him. You are turning you twisted your whole body to give back to Saka.
bro
No
does not
problem.
want to use his right leg at all.
It is ridiculous what we watch in the Premier League nowadays. But again, we'll come back to it. There's enough time.
This is the game
Um,
we love.
it's the game. It's the game. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it for this episode. Before we go, we mentioned on the last episode that we're going to talk about AFCON.
Yes, sir.
Um, Nigeria is playing, I think, on Tuesday
Yes,
against Mozambique.
yes.
Shout out to the boys. Shout out to the boys. Shout out to the competition so far. In AFCON is a thing of joy.
I
African
love
Cup of
AFCON,
Nations.
bro.
We also get to see like craziest things happen. Even
Craziest
like
goals.
even like the goals that didn't score, the controversial issues in games.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the last AFCON where the ref stopped the game at 89 minutes and said, "Hey boy, you should get out of my front. I don't care." So like that's AFCON. But shout out to the boys. The boys are currently in the round of 16,
Yeah.
playing against Mozambique.
Winner plays
Predictions,
against Algeria or
Congo,
Congo. Yeah.
Congo, yeah, predictions. I think Nigeria comes out of that with a win. Overall competition, in as much as I'm a Nigerian, to, football is diverse. I think Senegal would win this tournament, not because I'm not supporting my country. I just think Senegal is the best team I have watched so far
They're the
in the
best team on
tournament.
paper.
They even like even when they play, they stretch out the field, the way they set up and like the caliber of players that they have.
Yeah.
They have Sadio Mane, they have Idris Gueye, Nicholas Jackson, they
Yeah.
have Koulibaly, they have Mendy. He was one of the best goalkeepers in the world when he was, his
Yeah.
peak was 1 year and he was solid. Like
That's it.
I don't think Senegal is going to go away with it, but I trust Nigeria to put up a fight. Nigeria is not a small team to
Yeah.
toy with in this competition. They have proper players as well. They literally have top five strikers in the world. One of the top
Yeah.
five strikers in the world. They've had they have the last African footballer of the year on the team in
Yeah.
Lookman. Past 2 years. So they have Osimhen and then Lookman. So Nigeria is not a small team to toy with. Do you think Senegal might win? That's my prediction. I don't know if Dami thinks otherwise. I think he might be with
Um,
Nigeria because he's a Niger boy. But let's hear from him before we go.
I think it's gonna be tough. It's not just Nigeria and Senegal. We also have Morocco. Morocco invested a lot in their football and it started to show benefits right now. Like, I mean, they're the ones hosting the tournaments too. Like, Morocco is a team to watch out for. Um, Even Egypt have been decent. I think they drew one or two matches, but they qualified. Um, but to be honest, it's looking more like Senegal, Nigeria. Those are the two teams that have won almost. I think won all their matches going up. But this Mozambique match is going to be very interesting. They have one winger. His name is Geni or something. That guy is dangerous. Hopefully we can. Hopefully we can do something
Nothing,
against him. Bro, no.
nothing against my Niger boys, okay? Nothing against my Niger boys.
Wait,
Okay?
go watch that guy though. That Genny guy. The goals he has scored in the Afcon have been crazy.
Nothing against my Niger boys. Nothing against my Niger
But
boys.
hopefully we can get out of that match and then keep on progressing because
Yeah.
we should beat Congo easily, even though they got World Cup spot from us, which have never happened. But Yeah.
And you guys know the World Cup. But yeah, that's about it for this episode. Thank you all for tuning in and you know coming all the way to the end of this episode. Like it's been long. You've seen us discuss and analyze Chelsea Football Club and its heritage. Seen us attack a couple of the play Bruno Fernandes, Cole Palmer. You see, there's no boy I'm attacking. I mean, I've lost the zeal to even love a club. I'm just a football fan now.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you all for listening to this episode. We do promise to release an episode weekly now. I think these 2 weeks is quite long. I've had some people reach out like 2 weeks is still a long time.
Hmm.
We need you guys to be consistent. So consistency is one of the goals for 2026.
Yes, sir.
We're going to be releasing episodes weekly. Fingers crossed. And if there's any like any issues, discrepancies, like anything that could result in us not releasing weekly, we'll let you guys know. You know what the issue was. We'll post it on Instagram. We are officially on YouTube. We posted the first video on YouTube. This is
Yep.
also going to be on YouTube for everyone who is not able to listen and likes watching. We're putting this on YouTube as
Hmm.
well, so you can see the visual
Yeah.
reactions coupled with the audio. So this
Behind the
will go.
scenes.
Yeah, this will go on YouTube as well. So also, thank you to everyone that subscribed on YouTube. Please continue to show love to the boys. Continue to follow. And then last one is we got a good advice to open on Facebook. So I don't know what goes on Facebook. I think the last time I used Facebook, I was like 13. But Facebook pays. So
Yeah.
that's what they said. So we'll open a Facebook account.
Open
We'll
everywhere.
dabble onto the
Whatever.
Facebook scene.
Yeah.
But please share with a friend, share with a family member. This is going to be posted tomorrow. Clips, engage, follow, repost. Please show some love. Show some love. Show some love to us. 2026 is the year of consistency, of taking risk. We'll soon start being on the road and recording. Like, come support the FTLG pod. Like, thank you all. I'll still remain your guy Dio, and I'll leave the floor for Dami before we say bye.
Uh, Same thing he said. Thank you so much, everyone that has been liking, that has been subscribing. We have so many platforms. We're trying to do so much. Like, please share with your friends, share with your daddy, share with your mommy, anybody that likes football. Like, we're really going to be pushing on the advertising of this pod this year.
Mm,
It's a
mm.
year for better things. We're going to push forward with this, and yeah, just we'll keep on seeing you on all the coming episodes. Thank you so much to our fans, and yeah, that's all from me. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, guys. Take care. Bye.
Bye.